Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk about the Oura ring. And as you can see, it's not on my hands. And so you might be like, well, prove you have it. Cool. Picture. Um, the reason I no longer wear it is because I just returned it. And so I want to talk about the pros and cons of it a little bit, as well as like the entire process. And I'll also tell you why I got rid of it at the end. So the Oura ring is like the new hot fitness tech. I heard about it. I've had a different ring tracker before where you had to like spin it on your finger. I just wasn't convinced. Then I met this lady. I was at like Cycle Bar, I think is what it's called, or Soul Cycle, whatever. Um, so the thing with that is I liked the view and like everything she was saying, right? And it's just like, even though people I trusted were saying this was a good product, I just couldn't visualize it. So I was talking to this lady. She was saying how, the readiness score was pretty spot on for her. Sleep also helped her kind of adjust her patterns and things, especially around like doing races, running her businesses. Like she had maybe two or three of them, training for marathons, things like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So she showed like the app. And I was like, okay, listening to you, seeing the app, I think I'm sold. So the Oura ring I got was just a basic one in uh, like titanium or close to black or a dark gray. That's $2.99, and I I felt a little way about it being like $300, and that's because I'm cheap. It's because I'm cheap. Uh, but compared to an Apple Watch or whatever, I thought at least this would be the best for me as far as sleep tracking. It's a big thing I'm trying to pinpoint right now as part of my health journey is it's just better sleep and sleep into readiness. And that's what got me. So bought the ring, woo woo, came in. It was cool, nothing fancy, easy setup. I will say that. Super easy setup. I give them the props for that. But um this past month that I've had it, the problem has been I'm losing data. So if I'm gonna wear this ring every day, um, I need to see, you know, all of my data. And I just don't think it does a bidirectional sync very well. So it only gets things from the ring. So I have a Garmin watch, and for me, that one's kind of nice because it seemingly ties in with Apple Health and goes back and forth to readjust your values. And then, I got into biking recently, so when I'm on my trainer, Garmin picks that up, Health picks that up. Or Ring didn't pick that up. And that was kind of bothersome because, okay, you see my heart rate went up, you see activities, but like, can you not track what the activity was? Cycling. Okay, cool. I'm just nitpicky because I'm a tech person. And then went out on, a hike and you lose service depending on where you're going. Side note, I do have like a video on the hike for a different review. I was gonna say it's nice. Anyways, went on the hike, and what I noticed is because my cell phone didn't have service, the ring stopped tracking things too. So I would say I was kind of in and out of service for about 4 hours. And so it would kind of upload the bits and pieces of the heart rate as we went, but you could still see the gaps. And then the times that I was just outdoors, absolutely like not on my phone or anything because no service. I mean, I made like a video or whatever for the review, but this tied to my iPhone, and yeah, there's nothing. There was like hour and a half, 2 hours span where we're in like the state park, and it just no data. And I'm like, you know, that sucks. I'm trying to keep clean. That sucks. I had my Garmin watch on, so my Garmin watch actually got everything. The ring didn't. It kind of pissed me off because if you're connected by Bluetooth, the Bluetooth didn't go out. So what's the problem? Um, I guess is my question. All right, so like strike two ish. again, just trying not to be that person. But then the worst of all things happened. The past couple of weeks, I've just been losing sleep data. I couldn't figure out why. I still can't, I still don't really understand why. But here's my predictions. If the ring battery looks fine, but sometime in the middle of the night, it gets low to the point they want you to charge it, stops recording sleep data. Um, and I want to point out here that I'm not mad that it didn't give me the in depth, but at least track the hours slept and things like that, and the heart rate during that time. I just have a gap in data for what I think I slept 7 hours. Yeah, it's just gone. So I'm like, okay, a little frustrated. So I guess that's the real strike too. Then it happened again. The prediction on why that one is because my ring shifted a little in my sleep. Now, I want you to look how big my hands are. My hands swell a lot. Um, there could be skinnier than this, believe it or not. But if it's a good day or whatever, and my hand goes down while I'm asleep and it shifts a little bit, you should still be able to read the data, right? I would think so. Technologist. It didn't. That data was lost, and this kept happening, and I could not figure it out. I think I have about 4-ish days where that happened, and I just I wasn't really for the whole ring thing to begin with, just because I didn't have a good first experience. And so yeah, it's gone. I dropped it off. Gonna get my money back. I do appreciate that they give you a month from the time that you get the ring um, to return it or exchange it. An exchange could also even be the ring size, which I didn't need to exchange. A size 12 was perfect. um, but yeah, like I appreciate the good parts. I think they have a really nice algorithm, which I think is really what drew me in. But those little things are important. Like, especially, I maybe could have gotten over the hiking data being lost because I do tend to wear a Garmin watch when I'm hiking, cycling, things like that. Because Garmin's just better for those type of things. But losing my sleep data when the whole purpose of spending like $300 is for more accurate readings while sleeping versus like the watch being on my wrist, negative. So I might be wondering my overall rating, 5 out of 10. It just wasn't for me, but I do think this is a good tracker for other people. Maybe I'd have better results with my ring staying on if it was on my pointer finger. Unfortunately, hands have too many problems for it to go there, so I have it on my ring finger on my right side. Um, I think people have found a lot of value out of it, so I don't want to diminish the technology behind it. I think it could work. I had specific scenarios where it didn't work as planned, and it's very frustrating because I am in a particular moment of time doing a lot of testing, a lot of changes with my body, and I need the consistent results. So like I said, rating 5 out of 10. Um, yeah, what am I going to next? I think I will be getting an Apple Watch again, be like the third one. I will try not to sell this one. I will try to stick with it. I think the Apple Watch might be nice for like day to day outside of like working out. Again, Garmin watch, but it's also a little easier to sleep in than the Garmin watch. The Garmin watch I have taken naps in or what have you, and it just bulky, a little bulky. Apple Watch is a nice square, a little bit softer on the wrist when you're sleeping. I sleep on my hands, so I don't want it to hurt, which is another reason why the ring has been of interest to me. I just don't think they work out as well long term. So that is my review on the Aura Ring. If I had to tell someone about a smart thing to get and they want low profile, I would definitely recommend this product. But I will say, if you're like me, you're running like specific experiments on your body and you need like that baseline, I just don't trust the consistency of the results getting into the app. Um, Oh, before I forget, for you like coding nerds like me, so a really cool thing about Oura Ring is you can use their API to pull your data elsewhere. I have not done it yet. Since I sent the ring back, I am planning on doing it before completely closing out my account and having them delete it. But I think that is a really cool touch. Most people don't give it to you like that. You know, you just have to put it into Apple Health or Google Fit. So I'm blown away on that point. Like again, tech, my little techie heart is happy, but my like health conscious, health tech heart is not, and that is what it is. So thank you for watching this video. Thanks for listening to my review. A little bit of ramble and backstory, but I hope this is helpful. If you too are on your health journey, have some tips and tricks for things tracking, please let me know. I am always open to things. I track food, I track sleep, I track medicine, I track everything, man. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.